While Roller Champions is a competitive 3v3 sports game at its core, there are a few alternatives to the standard arena and experience. One of the alternatives is the skate park. Today I'll be going over what the skate park is and why you should implement it into your training routine. The skate park is a 6-player social hub where you can hang out with your friends or other online players, all while traversing through a unique arena with tons of obstacles and slopes and showing off your cool cosmetics. In multiple locations you can find ball spawners and goals, which give you tons of opportunities to practice anything your heart desires. Alongside all of that, there are also time-limited events that reward you with fans, so you can still progress while messing around with other players. It's important to keep in mind though that the skate park is not the only place to practice in Roller Champions, but it's definitely a good option. You might look at the skate park with all of its abstract shapes and unique slopes and think, why would I practice here? Well, there are a couple things that you can get from the skate park that you won't be able to practice anywhere else. Momentum is super important in Roller Champions because you always want to be faster than your opponents. The rink is a set shape, but has some angles that can make it a bit difficult to conserve momentum, but that's amplified in the skate park due to the variety of different shapes and objects. If you can master keeping your speed with and without the ball while moving around the skate park, you should have absolutely no problems in the main arenas. There are also bells that you can use to practice aiming your tackles and uppercuts, so make sure to make good use of those. Shooting in the skate park follows the same similar idea. There are a plethora of different ways to set up to shoot and practice different shot types, whether that be long distance, short distance, or even elevated shots. The placement of the hoops throughout the skate park gives you infinite possibilities. This can be beneficial because shooting in online matches can provide situational experience, but the skate park can allow you to become more rounded in all types of positions. Finally, you can use the unique shapes and objects to challenge your passing ability. You and up to 5 of your friends can hop in and pass the ball back and forth using the ramps and obstacles to challenge yourselves. Each of these aspects can be heavily improved in the skate park, so practicing with a set routine here can be beneficial to the main game modes. Outside of practice, it can also be used as a social hub to interact with friends, show off new moves and your hard-earned cosmetics, as well as participate in time-limited events. For a limited time, each skate park session will have a timer, and at the end of the timer there will be a time-limited event where you compete against other players in your session. The higher you place in events, the more rewards you will obtain. The activities in each event differ, so be sure to read the prompts on the screen as soon as the timer gets to 0. But generally, through practicing the previous skills in the skate park, you can put yourself at an advantage to be the number 1 player in each event. The skate park being a social hub means you can equip your most flashy outfits or your coolest fashion designs and show off to other people in the skate park. This isn't just limited to clothing though, because you can equip your goal effects and score on the showcase goal to show it off to everyone in the skate park. The showcase goal is in the very center of the rink and is a completely different shape from all the other goals. You can shoot at the goal to highlight your goal effects every 3 seconds, so be sure to be quick if you want to flex to your lobby. These are just a couple of the ways you can utilize the skate park, and I can't wait to see what everyone has in store.